Welcome everyone to Chasing Tens. My name is Abhi. Thank you for joining me for race day and qualifying for round 5 of the No Limits Endurance Championship at the Anglesey Coastal Circuit. I've already done a test day video which was all about testing day. Testing days is very much like a track day but a bit more intense. And if you want to watch that, please go ahead and watch that, because that will give you the whole kind of me coming to the racetrack and bits and bobs to it. Oh well, there you go. That's the a bit of nudity there from one of the team members, James. That's Jimmy, and that's his wife, Suki. So we're all staying in this. Oh, cheers! Are you taking my stuff? I'll just put it. Cheers, thank you. So yeah, so we're here at the lovely Bull Hotel, and I try to make this race vlogs informal, you know, so less cuts. You see more spontaneous stuff which you've just seen. So the whole team was staying here. This is a 4.5-hour race today. I honestly thought this was a 3-hour race. You would think I would know that, but only yesterday at test day I came to know that it's a 4.5-hour race between 3 people, and it's a physically tough track because a lot of sliding happens on the track, so you really got to, you know, have your wits about. So I thought I'll just quickly show you. So if you are doing an Anglesey track day or race, or come here for any event, even car track day, you can actually stay here. This is called Valley, and they've got some lovely hotels. There's a Valley hotel there, and there is the Bull hotel here. And to be honest, it's really kind of, it's got a lot of character. Huge car park, massive car park at the back, and very secure, cameras and everything. Massive place for kids to play and for you to sit outside. I mean, you know, we couldn't have chosen a better weekend to race, you know. Thank goodness me, it's bone dry and looking lovely. I'll just quickly show you inside. A huge bar, huge sports bar, and massive kitchen area. So that's where we had the breakfast, and this is the this is where we had only one beer last night, and then there's a sports bar, a separate bar for hardcore drinkers, I would say. So yeah, it's a lovely place, and very nice. So guys, Anglesey is a track which has got a huge amount of character. The ocean is round the corner, and I've shown you all that in the test video. So make sure you do watch that. By the way, massive shout out to our team member Ben Wale. He sticker bombed me at Donington, and I've still got his sticker on the car. And so yeah, we've only got, unfortunately, Gogo, who is our team member. Ben is not doing the endurance racing for the rest of the year, but Gogo unfortunately had COVID. He was supposed to stay with me in this hotel, and I showed you the footage earlier. It was a twin room, but unfortunately it's only me staying here because Gogo's got COVID. So we've got 3 people doing the race today, which is going to be a 4.5-hour race. So let's go. Oh hey, it's lovely. So let's go to the racetrack, and I'll show you some footage from there. It's all right, don't worry. That is so funny. Alright guys, I had to record this, okay? I've just come in, parked the car, okay? And there's Mark, the boss man. He's the CEO or MD or owner of the No Limits Track Days and No Limits Racing, and he's at the prow looking for I thought he was looking for the electric scooters, because electric scooters are not allowed in the paddock. I think because of health and safety, because they don't make much noise and they can be very fast and they can injure people. But they're trying to find out who are these people who've parked here, because that blocks the emergency thing, and that is a big thing around here. And there's people, I just wanted to show you, people parked all the way at the back. I've never seen, I know I say that on every single race meeting, but I've never seen people park. I think people park very high, very far away. You look at that. This is exactly what I was trying to show you. So if an emergency vehicle needs to go, there's not enough space because all these people have parked here. So I think that's why here's Mr. Jonathan Lodge, I think, from Lodge Racing. He was the last year's endurance winner, as I showed you in the test day video yesterday. So yeah, that is the emergency way, and I think these are the official vehicle, and they are trying to see, fire extinguishers. They're trying to clear the way and stuff. So okay, let's show you the paddock. I showed a bit of this yesterday or in the test video, but yeah, just going to my pits now, going to my garage I should say, and loads of people have got the game face on. That's John Coughlin with his amazing Aprilia, and my mic has just fallen. Mic just fell. So John is running an Aprilia, and if you can see, I don't know if you can see it, he's running the full race electronics, and he's running the World Superbike spec 125 tyre, more contact patch, and he said it's absolutely transformed his bike. I might try that 125 tyre in the front. At the moment everyone runs a 120, but I might try that. And I think he was doing a 1:13 yesterday. He's quicker than that, I know he is, and I was doing a 1:15 dead. So here we go. These are the vans of super fast people. So that's Lex Tech Racing. They are the 2021 National Endurance Champions. Then we've got Josh Daly, who is Isle of Man Racer Plus. I think he's in the British Superbikes as well. We've got Gary Johnson there. He is racing with us, and he's racing in the same series as us. There we go. That's Dave Gregory, who just told me some lovely words, and he's given us the trolley this weekend to use, and that is my Scrub SC1 Pirelli, which is absolutely battered from Croft and half a day from yesterday. So yeah, we got some really fast people in our garage. We've been quite lucky. In our garage we've had Billy McConnell, Bob Collins, we've had Storm Stacey, we got Gary Johnson, Isle of Man legend. So this is, guys, honestly, I know this is Club Racing UK, but this is a kind of a premier endurance championship in the UK. Huge teams like, ADSS and FS3, British Superbike teams, huge stars come to race in this championship, not only to get some practice time, but also while they're doing it, they can test a lot of parts. So yeah, all right, let's show you the bikes again if you've not seen it in the test video. All right, you want to see the catering of champions? All right, there you go, look at that. Shortbreads, chocolate brownies. We got some cycling style gels, hydrating gels, some breakfast bars, plenty of water, plenty of energy drinks, and look at that. I just love that. Every single garage has got amazing, huge. This must have cost them a lot of money, and I've got to give credit to Anglesey. This is not part of MSV, but they've got huge car park, and it's all tarmacked and it's all painted in boxes and all the painted, so you can't really go wrong. That's Dean Kawasaki. He's a massive Kawasaki guy. I think he works for Kawasaki as well. He's a great ice hockey player as well in the UK. So I think that's the FS3 Kawasaki team. They are in the British Superbikes as well. So yeah, my team looks ready, but it's still a long time for qualifying. So let's show you our bikes. Roger, morning. That's the chap from the British Army team. So yeah, there you go. So that's our garage. That's the FS3 Kawasaki team. And yeah, we got some big people around us. That's Lextech Racing, Lodge Racing. These guys are super quick. I can tell you right now. It's either going to be Gary Johnson, who's doing some lovely dance movements at the moment. It's either going to be that team today who's going to win it, or Lextech Racing. I can tell you that right now. I hope no one crashes. Look at that, guys. See in the background, how amazing is that? It's just absolutely stunning. By the way, I was telling you earlier, that's Dave Gregory. He is a bit of a mentor for our team. How's it going?
I'm all right, mate. I'm just waiting for my first customer.
Oh, fine. Oh,
yeah,
very nice.
How are you, mate?
Yeah, you're right. Good.
Yeah, just qualifying now.
Ah, fantastic. All right, qualifying time for these guys. So he is a dad of a British Superbike racer, and I forgot the name. I'm going to ask my teammate because he knows him very well. Jamie,
yes, mate.
What is the name of that gentleman whose son is in the British Superbike race? The one who was setting up your bike?
Cox.
Graham Cox. His son is
Sam Cox.
Sam Cox. So how's it going? So yeah, he's the dad of Sam Cox, who is a British Superbike racer. And like I said, guys, these vlogs, these race vlogs, are not edited. They are spontaneous. So you won't see me editing a lot of stuff. They are long, but I want to show you everything and anything, okay? So these are our bikes. So that gentleman was setting up our, so he's a massive Kawasaki guy. And he set up the two Kawasaki's in our team. And they've really felt the difference. So a lot of you who follow British Superbikes, you know Sam Cox. Unfortunately, I think he had some medical issues. Then he's come back to racing again. So yeah, Dave Gregory, I was, again, you know, I keep digressing. Dave Gregory, he's our mentor. He's two-time endurance championship winner with No Limits. So he gives us a lot of advice and tips and stuff like that. So you know what, every time I show you the safety car, it's fantastic. BMW M3s or M4s. This time we have a humble Mini as a safety car. So I think Alan from No Limits, or Alan from the Anglesey Circuit is driving it. And in the briefing, it was a look at that. The lovely sound of pit limiter and then audible traction control. How nice is that? So look at that. That is official No Limits adjudicators. Qualifying has started for the big boys, sprint guys. These are the Datasys team's R6s. I'll show you the bikes later on, but I'm going to go back in the pits and show you our bikes. I'm going to go back in the garage and show you our bikes. There we go, look at that. That is the team merch. You can buy that. Rodeo Racing, Deutsche Tech. You got Elixir Inc. And you got Chasing Tents. That's me and Dave Wood Racing. Dave Wood does ECU tuning and is also an ex-British Superbike rider. So these are all the sponsors of the team. I'm not a sponsor of the team. I'm just racing in it. So here we are, guys. Look at that. That is my Chasing Tents bike. That is the Kawasaki ZX-10R of Jamie Harris. This is the ZX-10R, all tattooed, as you imagine, of Jimmy's business, which is Elixir Inc. And Deutsche Tech sponsors Jamie from our team. I don't really have any sponsors, but you know, Road Race Performance and Bike HPS, AP Workshops, Bikers World, you know, and they've always supported me. So I'll always put their names here, there, and everywhere. And so yeah, we're doing good. Let me show you. I wanted to throw a word out for this chap I met yesterday. This is the thing I wanted to show, guys. A little kid proper entrepreneur, you know, and he cleans people's leathers in the racing kind of paddock, you know, and his business is called Really Clean. Follow him on social media. You know, it's so cute. He said, I will clean your leathers for free if you include me in your video. I said, look, you don't need to clean my leathers for free. I will include you anyways. I don't do that kind of proper YouTuber crap. You know, I do a proper job. Really good lad, young lad. He's a early teenager. Contact him if you want your leathers clean. You know, this is what you need. This is what you need in the world, you know, entrepreneurs like this. So really wanted to give him a proper shout out. That's how we're drying our helmets today. Even though it's quite sunny, it's beautiful weather, but it's very, very windy. Being a coastal track, winds are a big issue here. And we've already had massive winds at Croft in our previous round. So holding the bike like a kite today again, that's going to be tricky in a 4.5 hour race. Let me show you the bike of Gary Johnson. That is the Specsavers BMW M1000RR. It's a stunning bike. Can I film the bike? Gary, you alright? Look at that, that is M1000RR?
Yes.
Yes. That's the M1000RR with obviously the carbon wings. It gives you plenty of downforce at a decent speed. And Specsavers are obviously have got a big role to play in that. Maxton suspension, they are getting really popular in the paddock at the moment. Massive amount of help you get from Maxton as a company and feedback. And you've got, you know, lovely Alpha electronics and Alpha screen, also Alpha do a lot of work with BMW in general, but look at that bike. That is a proper British Superbike spec bike. I think I don't know if he was racing the same bike at the Isle of Man. I honestly don't know much about it, and that's his teammate's bike. And this is also a fully loaded Kawasaki ZX10 RR. And this gentleman is quite heavy, with all due respect, and he runs 41 psi in front. Can you believe it? 41 psi. Look at that Showa suspension. Look at those springs. Bloody amazing. These guys know a thing or two about endurance racing. There's a few secrets on that bike I cannot disclose because we are using that too. With the help of Dave Gregory, he's given us some tips on quick pit stop changes and stuff. So I don't want to show you that. But yeah, I don't want to show you a man changing into his stuff. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wear my leathers, get ready. Luckily today, okay guys, and I'm so proud of myself, you know, touch wood, there are no bike issues today. And I've already had, ignore the gravel rash from the crash, I've already had my bike scrutineering done, briefing done, and also on my helmet, if I can find my helmet, we also have to get all our clothing, leathers, helmet, everything checked, and that is the sticker we get after they've checked everything. So yeah, I'm fully prepared today, which is a very rare thing. Nice to see loads of kids around, loads of kids. So how's it going? Do you love it? Yes. Yes. This is your motorbike? Oh, lovely. I don't know if you caught that because I've got the mic, he hasn't. But yeah, he loves his motorbike and he's found a girlfriend.
I don't have a girlfriend!
Oh, sorry, I do apologize. Oh, he's not. As soon as I said the word girlfriend, he got a bit upset. Sorry, yeah, no girlfriend. Okay, we've made that clear. So, okay guys, I've already shown you bits and bobs earlier from this side. Let's go at the back. I want to keep a check of my time. It's 9:20. We start qualifying in an hour, so I still have loads of time. Let's see. That is a stunning van belonging to our mentor Dave Gregory, the two-time endurance champion of No Limits Racing. Stunning looking van with his number 66 on there. There we go. That is, so we are heading this way because I spotted Gary Walton from Not So Fast, which is the name of the company, you know, bit of a bit of a funny name, but he is a very fast guy and he coaches people. That's called Not So Fast. I think he is based here. There he is, Gary Bolton. He's from Not So Fast. How's it going, Gary? Yes. So like I was saying, that is the name of the company, Not So Fast, but it's actually the opposite what happens when you are coaching, when you are having some coaching time with Gary Bolton. So he's a great guy, you know, and he's coaching a young lad at the moment who is an aspiring British Superbike person. All right, let's go to Pirelli. This is the Pirelli setup. This is the same setup you see in the British Superbike races or British Superstock races. Same guys working really hard. And I have a quick question for them, which I'm going to ask off camera, because at the moment I'm having some strange lines. I only did 2 sessions on the SC3 and I'm getting some strange lines. I've seen those lines on the Metzeler TD as well. I know that's the new way of them manufacturing tyres.
Yeah, so we see these lines here, Abby. This is the way the compound is laid onto the carcass. So a robot picks this up in the factory. It starts as a bare carcass, and these are actually cubes of the compound, so they're kind of like that kind of size. The robot picks it up and starts in a section, and it winds the tyre on all the way around, so you can see all the lines across, and that encases the tyre in, so it goes across 2 times, encases it in, gives it the strength and support. So it's a new way of making a tyre that a lot of the manufacturers do now, and it means that the tyre keeps its shape better and performs better, basically.
So that was James from Pirelli, and like I said in my Metzeler TD video, which did really well, and loads of people actually questioned me on that one. Why do you get all these lines? This is a new way of construction, and no one could have explained it better than James himself, because he works with Pirelli in British Superbikes and loads of other championships. And you know what, I really want to throw a massive kind of shout out to these Pirelli boys, because they are relentless when it comes to tire changes and everything. I mean, this place was full of tires. I mean, I remember in British, the first round of the Silverstone championship, I mean, they must have had £500,000 of tires or something. It was full. Everywhere was full of tires, and these guys are relentlessly changing tires for everyone. It's brilliant. So yeah, Gary Thompson is still there with his lovely vehicle. Look at that now. Okay, I was going to show you this earlier. That is a humongous truck. It's got an Isle of Man number plate. I think that's an Isle of Man number plate, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, that is, bloody hell, that is unreal. What is that? Gladiator by Endura Max. OakwellMotorhomes.com. So yeah, bloody amazing. Absolutely fantastic. Huge place for your tires and bikes to go in, and what a wonderful place. So look at that, guys. I can walk all around this paddock and show you row after row after row of that's Bulldog Racing. I think Bulldog, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, Bulldog Racing. I think that's an energy drink, if I'm not wrong. But they have got a beautiful setup there. If I can focus on them, they come with amazing canopies, and the bikes have got beautiful liveries and stuff like that. So here's a racer who's just come in here after his qualifying. So yeah, I can go row after row after row here of people setups, motorhomes. Look at that motorhome. Some drying towels there, a barbecue, some KTM chairs. I mean, you can't go wrong with that setup, can you? That is a beautiful setup. But look at that, row after row. That's the infamous windmill of Anglesey Circuit. That is, look at that track. That is the top of that circuit there. When you're there on that grass area, you can't see. I mean, let me focus it. There, you can actually see the whole ocean there. Okay, let's take you to the cafe area. I've showed you the cafe area in a previous Anglesey video. I was here once before, but it rained relentlessly. I never went on the track. So this is my first time here. And I did a 1:15 yesterday, 1:15.2 or 1. So it was pretty good. I was okay with that. But that was at the last session, because my SC1 was completely gone from Croft. So that was from the last session. There you go, he's warming up his bike. But look at that windmill go. That is really very fast. Oh, you know, I don't like high winds, especially it gets on, especially on the bends. It can really wash your front away. So this is a cafe area, lovely, humble, nice cafe area. And look at that, you can see people's motorhomes all the way at the back. People have been set up here everywhere. There's one funny picture I really want to show you in this place. So you get loads of cars. Look at that jump of that Fiesta, if I'm not wrong. Look at that sidecar racing. What bike is that? Vande? Thunderbird. Looks like two engines joined together. And that is a Peugeot 206 with the wheel following the car. I'm sure that guy had a big repair bill after that, but there was a funny picture here of a guy tumbling. I think they might have taken it off. I have to show you. There was a guy upside down with the helmet. I showed that picture in the previous vlog. Maybe they've taken that picture off. But let me show you the different configurations. And this place is the best place. By the way, I don't want to stick cameras in people's faces while they're eating. But they've got a beautiful, beautiful conservatory area. Lovely fans up there. Very nice area. Brilliant coffee machines. They do a really good job. The staff is having a bit of a smile because they don't want to be on the camera. And okay, so this is the full Anglesey international configuration. Okay, we are not doing that loop. Okay, so you've got the international GP, okay, which is that. Okay, then you've got the national, which is just that bit. Then you've got coastal. This is what we're doing today, coastal. This is the layout we've got, and that's the club, which is only 0.8 miles. So coastal is 1.55 miles, international is 2.10 miles, and national is 1.0 miles. So we're doing all of that except this loop, okay? So yeah, I wish we were doing the full international GP, but I don't know, we're not doing that today. But yeah, this is the Quirky, lovely Quirky. They must change these pictures often because they've taken the old pictures off. And a big shout out to, is it Eddie, who's done this drawing? Little Eddie, whoever he is, or he's done these drawings. And yeah. So look at that, people are watching all the way there at the top, and all you can see is the whole circuit from the top there, oops, there, and you can see the ocean and the mountains at the back as well. Okay, so let's walk this way. I don't want to go, oh my goodness, I can go on and on and on. There's a sea of motorhomes. My goodness me, it is unreal. Okay, let's walk this way where the windmill is. This windmill is worrying me, it's that fast. But at least this windmill moves in the direction of the wind. So you can tell where the wind is coming from. And I'll find out in qualifying and I'll give you the report. But okay, let's walk this way where that's the petrol station. Away from everything, that's scrutineering. Scrutineering, I sometimes get that word wrong. Beautiful Audi S1, lovely. Fire cars. And this is where we all gathered yesterday. I wish I put the GoPro on yesterday. This is where all the scrutineering happens. This is where they test all the bikes. And there's a lovely Tesla here, whoever that belongs to. Yeah, and oh, look at that. Some brave person is sleeping right next to the petrol station. Wow. Probably likes the smell of petrol. Probably gets high on that. Look at that, that part is where that long loop is. So massive, this circuit is huge. And whoever thought of this British Phillip Island is, you know, and whoever thought of that is absolutely brilliant. Is that Gary Walton from Not So Fast? That is, I think, Thompson Haulage Ducatis. Beautiful looking Ducati V2. Okay, welcome back, guys. Going out in 10 minutes for qualifying. Bikes are getting warmed up and ready. I've just spotted Rory Skinner, and I think he's going to go to the Moto2 as a wild card or something. And it's amazing to have people like Rory Skinner here. You know, Gary Johnson, Rory Skinner. We got some big names here today. We've also got with us racing not in our team, but this team, we got Josh Daly as well. So Josh Daly, Gary Johnson, and two other really fast lads. You know, that is a winning combination. All right. Also, I spotted a lovely lady racer doing some holistic approach before her qualifying, and that was amazing. I recorded that on the mobile phone, and it was amazing to see. Amazing to see that. Okay, so in terms of the bikes, okay guys, no matter you're doing track days or racing, get yourself these tea cozies for your warmers. So they go on top of the warmers, they keep the warmers, you know, even hot. At the moment, look how crazy the wind is. Look at that t-shirt go. It's, you know, it's really windy at the moment, and the wind flows from that direction to that. It's a ventilation thing, and if tires get really cold, I mean, I haven't got the rear pressure sensor today because it disintegrated within the tire because I didn't put Loctite on it. But at the moment it's showing internal temperature 44 degrees in the front, ignore the rear, and that's yesterday's time 1:15.2. So yeah, so hopefully this wind isn't going to bother it too much. You know, this company SC Moto, I did a video on these, you can check it out, I'll put a link in the description, but get it from anywhere you want. But these SC Moto ones are pretty good. Also, when you've got brand new tires, so I put a new SC3 slick yesterday, and it's important to take those stickers off before you go out. But if you warm the tire up for this is a tip from Simon Crafer, by the way, if you warm your tires up for 5 seconds or 5 minutes and the tire's a little bit warm, those stickers come off beautifully, rather than you scraping it with a screwdriver or anything else. I've seen people do that. It's unreal. Also, one more thing, I've changed into Supertech R. So normally I had SMX Plus shoes, and I've had these, where are they? They're here somewhere. So normally I have Alpine Stars SMX Plus, but these Supertech R's, they have an internal shoe, and my God, this is the most comfortable thing I've ever worn in my life. So comfortable, it's unreal. So really guys, if you've got, you know, foot protection is so important. Loads of people buy those German Daytona shoes. I think they are brilliant. They are just, nothing compares to them. They look a bit ugly, I understand, but these Supertech R's are so comfortable. It's unreal. Okay, I better get ready for qualifying. It's half an hour qualifying, 3 riders out. I go right at the end. Hopefully I can do a banzai lap. I'd be happy with a 1:14, but even if I do a 1:15, that's okay. Welcome back everyone. As you can hear, the 1000cc sprint race is going on at the moment. And one of our good friends, Steve, who's going to be taking part in another 1000 sprint race, I think the newcomer 1000, he's going to go in a bit. However, let's talk about qualifying. So we are all together, there's 33 teams. Unfortunately, we are 31. We did a 1:16. Now, I was expecting to do a 1:15 because of the high winds. The winds have really picked up. I didn't mind a 1:15, but I was stuck behind one of the lads from the British Army team who is behind us, and no disrespect to him, it's just a hard circuit to overtake, especially when it's windy. So I got 2 clean laps. I did a 1:16. I think Jamie did a 1:17. I don't know about Jimmy, but yeah, it was all right. I think we did an okay job. This is a marathon, not a sprint, so we got to be careful not to bin it during qualifying. There you go. We got big hello from Gary Johnson there. That's Gary Johnson. So Gary and me were having a long conversation about the over suspension device. So his BMW is going to be for sale soon. That's a fully loaded BMW. And then he was also having a quick word with me about the over suspension device because he's seen my videos. And that's how he came to me and said, oh, you know, he goes talked to me about the over suspension. So I might get him, because he's talented enough to test that device. I might get him to test that on his new project, which is going to be an epic Triumph 675 chassis 765 motor, and it's going to be a 160 horsepower bike. It's going to be epic. So we'll talk about that when that happens. But yeah, I've gone to fuel up, so I've got full tank, absolutely brimmed, you know, tank. You know, look at that. There you go. Can you see that? Absolutely to the brim, and that really affects the handling quite a bit. But it is what it is. And something interesting. These fast boys, you know, Gary Johnson, you got Josh Daly, you got other, you know, 2 guys, I don't know the names, but they are running 38 to 40 psi pressure hot in the front, and they told me as well to run minimum 37, and that really made a difference in qualifying. You might say, oh, you didn't go faster, you know, than yesterday, but yeah. But what you got to realize is qualifying, first thing in the morning. You do qualifying, you're rusty, the winds are high, it takes a while for you to build up speed. So imagine just going out there doing a banzai lap. It's difficult sometimes. So, but I did feel that the front was turning very quickly. Now, another top tip I've learned from these guys, because they are running not the 120 tire, the 125, okay, the World Superbike one, and on the 125 tire, they are running PSIs of 40 minimum, because the tire wall is bigger, so it squishes more on hard braking corners. So yeah, that was quite interesting. And yeah, so what else? Yeah, like I said to you, fully fueled up, because we have a 4.5 hour race or 500 kilometers, and we'll see how that goes. I'll catch you guys in a bit.